What's up, guys? Real quick before we get going, make sure you like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Definitely share it. We got a lot of good stuff coming to you this week. I know I've got some GT500 stuff to cover. Rebecca, you did some fun stuff at Texas. Yep. And Justin, you have a whole slew of stuff in your head.
Dyno stuff and things of that nature. Making horsepower.
Making horsepower. I guess that's what you need for the burnout box, huh? A little bit.
Bigger burnouts.
I don't know, though. You kind of did burnouts in a V6. So horsepower's kind of You just dumped a clutch.
Whatever.
You don't need all that. But speaking of horsepower, our GT500 that's going to have a bunch of them, we got a little more of a tease from Ford. They posted up just the front end. That's all they gave us. Just the front end. But it looks menacing. I thought it looked like an Audi. Rebecca, what did you say it looked like?
I thought it looked like an Aston Martin.
Okay. But
I'm thinking it looks kind of like a, I don't know.
Just because it's missing all that.
So open.
I want to see like the real car, not these stupid renderings.
I don't know if that's a rendering. I mean, I'm sure the computers have gotten good enough that could be, but that looks pretty real. But do you see the shape of the headlights?
Those look like the old headlights.
Those definitely look like 15 to 17 headlights. So I don't know if Ford is teasing us for fun right now, and the 19/20 that comes out will have the newer style, like Rebecca's new car is going to have, that I know she thinks definitely looks a lot prettier.
Oh yeah, definitely better.
I go both ways. I think the 18s look
We're
good.
talking about that at lunch.
I think the 18s look good, but the 15 to 17 headlights just look angrier to me, and I like that. But yeah, we'll see what the 19 or the 20 is.
Well, the 2018 GT350 was carryover.
It had the 15 to 17 headlights?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Maybe Ford's going to keep on that trend with the GT500.
Just with the Shelby stuff?
I mean, from an engineering perspective, it solves a lot of problems. Hood clearance.
Oh.
More hood clearance.
So you're thinking they're almost maybe keeping the whole front fascia, and they're not doing the hood that ducks down like the 18?
Yeah, because I mean, look at the video I did on the 18 with on our 2018 with the Roush blower. I mean, that stuff is tucked the heck in there.
Oh yeah, I forgot we're talking about that now.
Yeah,
that was like a big secret. We've had a supercharged 18 out in the shop that me and Mike put a blower on. Well, I don't know.
Donnie, you put a blower on last week.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, on.
Oh yeah,
the
it was
18.
after Tennessee.
Yeah, it just Donnie. All right. So, anyways, what else we got on the agenda, guys?
I gotta go to the agenda.
We've gotten to agendas now.
Talking about traveling, what we did the week before Tennessee, I was in Texas.
Yep, we were all in Texas.
Well, yeah, we were all of us on screen were in Texas, not the whole company. Some of them stayed behind.
We were in Buc-ee's.
We did go to a Buc-ee's. That was impressive. 85 pumps at that one, 85 gas pumps, which I heard 85 gas pumps, and I'm thinking, oh, okay, well, each pump you pull up to has 87, 91, 93, and diesel. So I was like, that's 4 pumps. So, okay, 85 pumps isn't really that big of a number. No, they have 85 legit standing islands. It was giant.
The question is, do they have E85?
No, they did not have E85.
Bastards.
Yeah. Texas was hit or miss, because I know we went cruising. Me, Alex, and Joe were out cruising around in his car looking for dinner. And Ashley, just looking for dinner. And I remember we had to drive a little bit to find the 85. I was half asleep. Alex kept waking me up, actually. I was falling asleep sitting up in the car. It was late. I was done. But Texas.
Yeah,
Texas.
We didn't go there just to see Buc-ee's. We went for Texas 2K.
No, you didn't go there just to see Buc-ee's. I accomplished all my Texas goals.
I did have priorities, and I actually didn't see a Buc-ee's. They're going to build one here. I'll be fine. But we went to race at Texas 2K, and it's a big roll racing event and also drag racing. And obviously, I was doing drag racing, and the car did awesome in Texas.
How awesome?
It did better than it's ever done before. It ran 4 8-1s in a row.
Back to back to back to back.
In the hot heat, 1400 or higher.
I was going to say, what was the DA? I think 1400 was the best we saw, right?
Yeah, 14.
Yeah, 1700 in eliminations on Sunday.
And you were still consistently running?
Someone wants to know whether or not there's any aftermarket cams in Rebecca's car.
I don't know, motor builder. Is there aftermarket cams in your car?
There are.
Jimmy messaged me about that. He's working on the new cams.
We're working on a different cam solution right now, but currently there are cams in the car. Yep.
There's cams in my truck too. They're stock, but
there's 4 of them.
I just wanted to jump in there too. All right, no questions? So yeah, Texas.
Gen3 outran twin turbos, Slab Shack saying.
I did. I had some good. I went all the way to Texas to race against
2
some
Florida
guys
boys
from Florida. So and great guys, Jim Braun and Brett LaSala pitted with us all weekend, and we ended up racing Jim in the first round of eliminations. I won with an 8-1-8. And then Brett LaSala, I raced in the second round. We missed our flight.
I thought you had them. Off the hit, you had them.
Yeah, it was a really good race. It was the most fun racing I've had in a long time. My 8-1-6 to his 8-1-0, and it was great.
I asked Brett, and he actually said, he's like, yeah, I was like pushing the gas pedal harder, you know, trying to pull around you. And he did get her on the top end.
Yeah, but you definitely got him out the hole.
So, yeah, we had a great time. Rebecca's car ran great. Alex's car ran good. Texas is a different place. A lot of people came to Royal Purple Raceway to see what was going on. So I think we'll definitely be back again next year.
Sweet.
Peter Block, he puts on a good event.
Yeah.
I will tell you, the prep at Texas 2K was awesome. I mean, it was hot and sweaty, but the track was consistent. Jason Miller
had it going on.
Yeah.
I love Wade Rich. I think he's the best prepper in the world. But Jason Miller gave him a run for his money.
Gotcha.
So, I mean, you went 8-1. Should we stop there?
No. Heck no.
When are you going to be happy?
I'd say 7s, but once it goes 7s, I'm gonna want to go faster.
Well, that's why we're building a new car, right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
What are we thinking with the new car? Where are you going to be happy with the new car? Or are we even talking about quarter mile times anymore with the new car?
I mean, the car's not going to be built for quarter mile. It will do some quarter mile exhibition type stuff for sure.
Okay.
I'm not going to rule that out, but it's going to be geared and built for Ultra Street, Ultimate Street, and that's 8th mile. So, I mean, off the bat, going 490s, I'm going to be happy, and then I'm just going to want to go faster and faster.
So
because
less than 5s in the 8th, what's that equate to in quarter mile times? In that high 7s?
high 7s, yeah. I mean, I'm going 5.2, 5.1 right now, 8th mile in the old car.
So the TVS Queen has 2 race cars.
Yeah.
It's part of being the queen. She was the princess, she'd only have one.
We were looking for the princess for Doug.
All right, no, we're not starting that talk. Oh God.
Well, we might have to save that for another show. A lot of the questions are coming in.
Yeah, we do have a bunch of questions.
Do we have any videos or any pictures of Rebecca's car while
down
we're on that
right
topic?
now.
Oh.
The inputting media is crashed.
Read your Google Doc. Do you have it open?
Oh.
Yes.
All right, we'll go to some questions that me and Rebecca can get while you're looking at the Google Doc. Still
live. Awesome.
Billy wants to know, are we coming to Atlanta this weekend?
We are not.
Yep, sorry. Chad Dowd said he has dibs on the takeout cams.
Okay, you can have them.
So, don't know if you even want to respond to Billy there.
I mean, I have raced at, Billy Brantley asks if we would grudge race Ballard. I have raced at tracks all over the country. I've been everywhere. I've never ever said no to a race from anybody, and all you gotta do is get a lane. I'm there.
Okay. Derek wants to know, are we gonna beat American Muscle?
Absolutely.
Okay. And then Gary wants to know, Justin, for you, do you have any updates on your GT500 project? Did you fit long tubes and decent exhaust on it yet?
What's Gary trying to say? The exhaust wasn't decent before?
Precisely.
It sounds like that might be what he's insinuating.
There were some people that have made some comments about that on the video.
The stock manifolds definitely aren't the best exhaust out there.
Someone made a very strong comment on YouTube like an hour or two ago.
Yes.
Oh, what'd he say?
Yeah, he wasn't happy.
That your car was on stock exhaust?
Yeah.
Yes.
I may or may not have placed a call to Nick at AFCO Dynatech and said, ship me some stuff.
Okay.
So, I haven't told you guys yet, but you're going to be putting that on next week.
I have a few things here on YouTube. So Melvin says that he really liked the black Shelby GT500 video. He thought it was great info.
Thank you, Melvin.
Keen says, Rebecca, how long have you been drag racing?
A really long time.
At what age do you get a Power Wheels?
It all started with a BMX bike.
Oh man, we came full circle.
Since I got my driver's license, so a long time. You don't need to know how old I am.
Never ask a lady her age. Jeremy says, which product has a better quarter-mile gains with the 6R80? With a PMAS CAI, long tubes, or converter? He's still having the Gen 3 in mind down the road.
Well, I know what my answer is.
I'm between the long tubes and the converter.
So, short-term versus long-term gain. Like, the blower doesn't necessarily need a converter.
Yeah.
But it's going to benefit from the long tubes.
Yeah.
The converter is more of a gain on the front end of the deal, I would say.
Yeah.
Like, that'll make you, like,
Your 60-foot.
faster to the 60-foot. It won't have all the steam on the top end, but it'll get moving quick.
Yeah, I get what you mean, because the long tubes are helping you all the way down the track, whereas that converter is really helping us in the front stretch.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you? You're supposed to jump in. Come on.
I know. I'm torn. I would say long tubes.
Yeah, I like the long tubes. What else you got?
Marcus wants to know, what are your long-term plans with the GT500, Justin?
I'm gonna put back to stock and sell it. No.
Are we still going for magical numbers?
Unicorn.
Unicorn numbers?
Hey, we've had a lot of unicorns around here lately.
I've been seeing 4-digit dynagraphs.
The word from our daughter Evie is that there's a unicorn in the barn. So, basically made her dream come true.
I'm so confused right now. I don't even.
So, we will keep pushing that GT500. And we'll either find the limit or we'll keep making horsepower.
I say we just keep making horsepower until we find the limit.
Why
is it an either or statement? We gotta do both.
I kind of said that wrong, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That sounds better.
All right.
Go with what Donnie said.
That's all I have on YouTube right now.
We got a little bit. Phil McCracken, as usual, checking in on my Coyote Swap E-Van progress. It's going about as good as it was last week. Keep checking back.
He made a checklist at lunch on his napkin.
I did. 5.0, 6R80, Econoline van, Justin's credit card. Yep. I got none of those things yet. We'll see what happens.
Do you know what the limit is on your company credit card, Donnie?
There isn't one.
So
Phil McCracken, ask next week about our e-swap.
There will be one in a few minutes.
Chad said, Rebecca, always have a street to go down here in the 405 for when she wants to go to the dark side.
Oh, I can't street race.
Oh, yes, you can. Grab one of the Street Outlaws guys. Get us a race against one of the Street Outlaws guys, and I'll make her go up there to race him.
Yeah, Chad, isn't that usually like 8th mile racing kind of? The street stuff?
Yeah.
So, now
I mean, if you watch the show, it's like a 45-second race. It's never ending. It's like Fast and Furious. They just keep going down the track.
Gary says, Rebecca is crazy. My wife doesn't like going over 60 miles per hour.
Let's see what else we got.
Hey, John Hartman. We were there last week. Sorry you missed us.
Derek said, awesome, bring Gen 3s. I'm desperate for power. I don't even remember what
Oh yeah,
American Muscle.
Muscle.
Yep. I'm sure we'll have a Gen 3 or 2 to display. Maybe
Matthew says, talk F-150s.
Who wants to talk F-150? Oh, Matthew says, let's talk F-150s. Any of your contacts at Roush say when the 2650 will be out for the F-150?
Well, if it's an 18 up F-150, it'll be out in the next couple months. If it's a 15 to 17 F-150, we will be offering a 2650 based kit for the F-150, for the older F-150. Did we miss some questions on Facebook?
I'm still working up through them.
Yeah.
I got Justin Stevens, who he's always checking in. L&M intake cams are proven to make more power. The question is, how efficient are the exhaust cams since you can get away with not changing them?
So we did a lot of cam testing on your car in the beginning. It's kind of all like, you know, how much power do you want to bite off? Changing the intake cams is nice because you keep a lot of drivability, a lot of fuel economy, and you pick up power. There's definitely power in the exhaust cam. You just start to trade off some of those things. I feel like a bigger exhaust cam generates a lot more overlap. You see, now you get the you get the choppy idle and some of those things that are desirable in a performance vehicle for some.
If you're building a performance vehicle and your goals are to have a choppy idle, that's it. Just go find a ghost cam tune. That's not real power.
But
choppy idle just means your car is not set up to run at 800 RPMs.
So Justin, to answer that question in short, I think we got a car out there that's getting L&M cams. I don't know if it's just intake cams. Do you know if that car's
Larry Dorian, I think he's getting both.
getting both? Okay. So there's more power doing exhaust, but there's still some power in just the intake.
Leroy is asking when the Gen 3s come out, are the Gen 2 kits going to go on sale? I didn't think I'd heard anything, but obviously you're the one with that call.
Yeah, so we're going to change our blower kit lineup a little bit. The Gen 2 still makes, Gen 2R makes some awesome power on the Coyote. I mean, I think we had one on the dyno last week that made 660 to the tire, 680 to the tire.
Yeah.
We're looking to create some more differentiation, like a real low-end kit, a mid-level kit, and then the Gen 3 is going to be the top-of-the-line kit with all the goodies.
All right.
What do we got next?
Juan, what do you guys think of an F-150 Coyote swapped 73 Mach 1? I think it's sweet.
Do it.
Do
it.
As long as you're not trying to swap like a Cobra R or a Mystic Cobra or something that has like value. And
I don't want to swap a Mystic Cobra. I want to swap a 95 Cobra R.
Oh, whatever. Criminal. Let's see. Oh, man. John, hello from the Smokies, or did you already say hello
I already
to him?
covered
Oh, well,
that.
now we got another hello.
We got to say hi to our boy Dwayne Hickman.
Chad said he can make it happen.
Make what
so
happen?
we're going street racing.
Oh.
Her car's already loaded. I literally still have it in the stacker from Texas because we were planning on going racing, so we left it strapped down. We're ready to go right now. Give me an address, time, place, whatever.
15 hours later, we'll be in Oklahoma.
We'll race any of them. Like, let me just get on there with the dung beetle. Like, any of them.
Rebecca, he's over-promising you a little bit.
I think so.
The dung beetle makes 400 horsepower. You've got him beat by like 3.
I have a few things here on YouTube. Marcus wants to know, which we discussed a little bit, long-term plans for the GT500. He's asking because he has a similar car, and he's looking at getting the new Gen 3. And he wants to know if you're going to change cams in the car. If so, what cams are you going to run in it?
So, with the success we've had so far, anything's possible. But I think what we're trying to replicate is show what the average customer would do, and then a little bit more, you know, to kind of put the icing on the cake. as
Just
they
to cover
say.
everyone that's in the market.
Yeah. I mean, we always have fun showing like what's possible, like what's normal and then what's possible.
Sure.
Peyton says, what are the pros and cons of SCTX4 versus SCT-BDX, and which to get for tuning a Coyote?
Ooh, good question. I guess I'm going to take that one.
I was going to say, Mr. Tuner, go ahead.
So the X4 is like tried and true. The RevX and the BDX add some cloud functionality, which is good because you can pull stuff down over Wi-Fi instead of connecting to a computer. But it does some annoying stuff sometimes, like it always wants to check for updates and stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Robert wants to know what kind of numbers are the Terminators making with the Gen 3 blowers. We haven't tested it yet.
Yes, I do. We do not have a crystal ball into that, but we'll be seeing that here in like the next month or two.
Yeah.
Jeremy says, when will we get an even larger pulley size? The size of my head for the Gen 3?
Next week.
Okay. And then Keen says, Justin, when are you putting a Gen 3 on Chucky?
Ooh.
Oh, man, we got to start playing with Chucky. We've kind of like kicked the redheaded stepchild into the corner for a bit. We've been so busy.
Yeah, we've got it as a test car. It's just probably, is the battery dead in Chucky?
No. Started last time I went to go do burnouts.
We got to do tires and some other things on it.
Yeah, tires are gone. There's strands of rubber hanging off, so as you drive around, you hear them smacking the fender liner.
Oh, man.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
Okay.
Chucky is not licensed or insured, so don't take it on the street.
It's only been doing burnouts in here.
Okay.
And Sencac 1 wants to
That's
know.
Rick.
Hi, Rick.
Oh, is it? Oh, is
Yeah,
that
that's Rick. That's a black bathtub. Come on.
Well, I can't see it. But anyway, he wants to know if we can coyote swap a Jeep Grand Wagoneer. He says he needs a better tow vehicle.
Yes.
Coyote
So he
swap
wants
the
to
world.
coyote swap.
Yes.
Coyote
Except for
swap.
Cobra R's.
Swap it all. All the coyote swaps.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. I'm a Jeep guy. Bring it up here. Come on. Make it happen. Well, so you got anything else on the YouTube?
I think I'm good on YouTube.
I'll catch up.
Do we want to catch up on some of our topics?
I'll catch up. Let's see.
What do we got on topics next?
You want to cover our new T-shirt design real quick? That's a good one, real quick, just to hit in the middle of all this.
We don't have
I
any
haven't.
supporting stuff, right?
What was that?
We don't have
No,
any.
we don't have supporting stuff.
We made a really cool T-shirt. It looks awesome.
I now understand why you were asking if we had
Here's the thing
supporting
is
stuff.
I did post it on Facebook.
Yeah. I was gonna
did
refer
do
to
a
that.
post on Facebook and on Instagram, so it is out there and people have seen it.
So you may have seen it on Facebook and on Instagram. It's really awesome looking. It's got a GT500 action shot and the Gen 3 logo behind it. It looks really cool. It's a grabber blue car. So.
I wonder how many GT500 owners are going to be arguing over the color combo. Oh, you should have done black and white. Oh, you should have done red and black.
It matched the sky, so.
It does. It looks great. Don't get me wrong. And I don't have a GT500, so it's not like I prefer this color combo over. Well, that's a lie. I do like the grabber blue and red. I like Superman.
It's outside.
I know it. I saw it already. I like the Superman color combo. But yeah, I'm sure you're gonna have the GT500 guys arguing.
That's
Hey,
okay.
Ed. I see you joining. Another one of our fans.
I see you joining.
Yeah.
That's creepy. Hey, I see you're on
Do you
your
want some
computer at
Kool-Aid?
home right now.
I didn't think Ed used social media, so I'm a little surprised to see him here.
You want to hit on any more of our subjects, or what else do you want to go on? Obviously, we don't have our
So
ability to pop windows up with
yeah,
pictures.
let's blow through some subjects. Rebecca.
The Gen 2 Terminator blowers are going to be on sale in anticipation of the Gen 3 blowers. They were $33.99. They're going to be $29.99. So that's a great deal.
Are we going to
Yeah.
keep making those, or is Gen 3 kind of going to just be our only replacement for Cobra?
I mean, we still love the 2.3,
Mhm.
but the Trinity or the Cobra market.
Once you start saying Cobra, you can't go back to saying Cobra. Like, you can't say, "Oh, hey, I saw that Cobra with his Cobra." No. You're saying Cobra all the time once you start saying it.
So we're gonna see how things work out.
Okay.
But we're gonna, I know the Cobra guys love deals. So
Yeah, and it's a great deal. It's available now, and we don't really know where it's going to be in
Yeah.
the future. So
yeah, grab them while you can.
Grant's chiming in, wants to know when the 18 Mustang's going to hit the track.
Ooh, Grant, we still gotta hit the dyno.
Yeah.
Why?
don't rush us.
Oh, wait a second. He's talking about your black 18.
Oh,
Yeah, I wish I knew. Soon, I hope, but TRZ is diligently working on their bolt-in triangulated solid rear axle for it. So it does take some time, and we want to get it all right. So
We saw
coming.
some pictures of it.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
it looks like art.
Facebook says live video interrupted. The broadcast has been paused.
It should resume shortly.
So I wonder if they can hear us.
I don't know.
They probably can't hear us. Are we still live on
It's
YouTube?
a terrible. Look at my
Yes.
face.
You're still up
Oh,
on
okay.
YouTube.
Well, hey, you guys are still listening. Any YouTube questions we'll hit for our YouTube viewers that are listening?
Some things on YouTube, yeah.
Well,
Robert wants to know, will you ever make a Gen 2R for the Terminator?
I think you've kind of passed that now, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Gen 2 design was pretty much the best we were going to get for the Terminator. Gen 3 is the next thing.
Nathan says, I heard the 18 Mustang has sprayed-in liners compared to press-in liners. Is that fact or fiction? And how do you think they will compare to the pressed-in liners in stock form?
Were you there when we were looking at the 18 engine at SEMA?
I was. I don't recall it at the moment, but I was.
It's going to be interesting. The 18 engine
Looks.
Chris.
Yeah, it's. I don't think it's the best. We'll see. Time will tell, but it's a lot different block structure, and it just may not work as well. We'll make as much horsepower as we can with it.
Einer says, Rebecca talked about the new car being set up mostly for 8th mile. Why is 8th mile appealing on the track? I understand when running super horsepower on the street, but will quarter not always be the standard?
Man, when did NHRA get away from quarter mile? How many years ago?
A lot of the faster classes are going to it, and I think part of it's liability driven, and part of it's a cost conscious driven thing, and that's just my guess as to why it's that way. I love racing quarter mile, and for a long time I hated 8th mile, but doing it in a faster car, I really have grown to love it. A lot of the radial racing is grassroots 8th mile racing, and it's kind of where it's at right now.
Yeah, I mean, you got a life. You got people you want to get home to. It's a lot better when we can stop. The race happens and then we can stop at 160 miles an hour compared to stopping at 200 plus. That 40, 50 mile an hour is a big difference if something goes wrong at the big end.
And to race 8th mile on a quarter mile track is like the most reassuring thing in the world, too.
Yeah, you got the runoff room.
A run out room.
Oh, yeah.
Do we want to reboot or anything to get Facebook back up?
Yeah, I was trying to say, Chris, do you know what's up with Facebook?
I have no clue.
It's been down.
If we reboot, will you run into an issue with losing the stream on YouTube?
Yeah, we'll lose the stream if we reboot.
Keep Facebook happy, or keep YouTube happy, or try to get Facebook back. That's you guys' call.
I mean, you can take my concern is if we reboot, you're going to lose all the followers that you have.
To address some of the stuff that's already up there that we haven't gotten to while we
Well, none
decide.
of the Facebook guys are listening.
I know, but at least we can read it so that. Does that make sense? Just so we have something about.
What did she say?
Just do we want to buzz through some of the Facebook ones?
Oh, some of the question. Chris, I mean, there's no harm in going ahead and trying to reboot it and see if you can get it back.
Yeah, we'll be back in a minute.
Notification, VMP Performance is live now.
Yep.
And it looks like we're live. I think I'm looking at myself talking. I don't know, there's like a lag, so I can't tell if this is stuff I just did or if this is, it's gotta be caught up. This is a new live stream. All right, I'm gonna move my soda can around. And then we're gonna figure out how long the lag is.
All right, sorry guys for the technical difficulties.
I have some more questions still here on YouTube. Do we want to go ahead and touch those?
Oh man, my can just flipped around. All right, there we go. Now I know about the lag.
Peyton says, how are cams on a 15 to 17 F-150 compared to Mustang cams?
They're better than the old F-150, but they're still not as good as Mustang.
David says, let's talk about the Gen 3 kits for S550. Will you have a kit like the Stage 2 Gen 2R for the guy who just wants a Gen 3 but doesn't need one?
At this point, no. You're going to want to buy the biggest and baddest kit to get the Gen 3. And it basically stems from the supporting hardware, the bigger fuel injectors and stuff like that. They're probably a very small cost upgrade compared to the cost of upgrading to the bigger and better blower. So it's, if you want the best blower, just spend a little bit more money and get all the best stuff to go with it.
Einer says, does VMP prefer stuff from Steeda or UPR for rear suspension improvements over BMR?
We use both of those suspension companies.
Yeah, he's comparing it to BMR.
We'd have to get into some real specifics about what exactly you're doing
And what he wants.
yeah.
I has Pistons. Is it possible for you guys to ship with FedEx to Canada instead of UPS? He got raped shipping control arms there.
We do use FedEx.
Yeah.
We'd have to do like a special request with the shipping department, but just call us and we can figure it out for you.
Dakota says, curious, does VMP tune turbo cars or just roots blowers?
We do turn some turbo kits too.
Let's see. King Cobra says he fears change. Yeah. And Marcus says, stay on YouTube. We're here on YouTube, Marcus. We're here.
On Facebook, I had Steve Collins say he got a VMP triple pass heat exchanger. Didn't notice much difference with the 13 Roush TVS. Does the stock Roush pump need upgraded?
I think the biggest thing there is when you're running it hard, the
Yeah.
VMP will recover faster and reject more heat.
Yeah, it's not like a triple pass is something we put in and then expect the seat of the pants feel.
And you can in the summertime if you're running the car
Oh,
hard.
okay, gotcha.
But if you're just looking at the temp gauge going down the road or looking at it on your tuner, the car's got to be under some type of stress or load to benefit from it.
I'm going through the old video and looking at the questions we missed because it started a new one.
Yeah, I don't think we have too many more.
Yeah, not really. So we'll just go to the next video, see what people are saying right now when it loads.
I don't. Did anybody catch in the preview? We told them about the trade-in yet?
We have not told them about a trade-in program yet.
So
You want to cover that?
we got a little something special.
We can do supporting materials now.
Oh,
So
Awesome.
we can do videos and photos. Now that we're rebooted.
Okay.
Go to the trade-in program first.
I don't know hardly anything about the trade-in program, so I don't know what
so
pre-material you had set up.
So we're doing a trade-in program for if you purchase a Gen 3. If you send us a blower, we're gonna do some trade-in and there's gonna be different things based on different what you send us. Like if you send us a damaged blower, $500. If you send us a good Gen 1, a Trinity, or a Roush blower with an elbow.
and we're taking back just the head unit, right?
Just the head unit.
How many of them are we taking back?
That's a good question. I guess if we got in like truckloads of them, we'd have to maybe throttle that program. But
Okay, but
how
nothing's
it
set up
goes.
right now.
Yeah,
So
right
get
now.
in
So-
here while you can.
Yeah.
And
'Cause-
you'll get your money via PayPal or a check. So yeah.
So it's anywhere from $1,200 to $500 off a new Gen 3.
Yeah.
And you were talking about a damaged blower, $500.
Yeah, we'll give you $500 for your damaged blower. So.
Sweet.
Yeah, you got to purchase a Gen 3, and then fill out our form, send in your old blower. In the original box that you receive your Gen 3 in, if you do not transport blowers in the special boxes we've designed, they tend to get messed up. So that's just a really good thing to save your box from your blower always.
Yeah. Oh man, we got a pile like 6 of them out there just because you need them.
So that's a little bit about the blower trade-in program. Anybody have any questions?
Lance, in direct relation to that, any chance of used blower kits for sale in the future with this trade-ins?
Lance, we'll see how it goes. We are looking at a blower refurbishment program. So we'll see what we get for trade-ins and decide what to do with them.
So the feed had a hiccup, and they're asking to talk about the trade-in program some more, only because it hiccuped up in the middle of it when Rebecca was talking about the pricing and what have you.
Do we have any supporting graphics on that?
I
On the
don't,
trade-in program.
No.
not on the
Okay.
trade-in program specifically.
So just run through it again.
So $500 for a damaged blower, $750 for a good working Gen 1 Trinity or Roush blower, $1,000 for a Gen 2, a good working one, and $1,200 for a Gen 2R that's good and working. And that'll go towards, so you order your Gen 3, it'll go towards that purchase.
Okay. Oh man, we got a bunch of Facebook. Hey, it says Justin Starkey joined the live stream.
Yes, I'm watching on my computer, Donnie.
Glad you're here with us.
Juan wants to know, what would he need to make 500 plus horsepower NA on a 13 Mustang? And it's my daily. For the sake of argument, we're going to say 500 rear wheel horsepower, since 500 crank horsepower is pretty easy to get to on a Coyote these days. So what's he need to do 500 wheel?
Well, pretty much the kitchen sink. I mean,
The kitchen sink.
yeah,
I've never heard that expression.
whatever.
Really? You haven't seen Star Wars. Don't give me that look.
Yes, but I speak the English language.
Back on
kitchen
topic.
sink.
If we do it,
So what's the kitchen sink if we're trying to make?
It's really, it's long tube headers, it's cams, it's Cobra jet intake, it's E85.
Okay.
It's going to get you 480 to 500 wheel. If you want to make sure you're solidly over 500 wheel, it's going to take like the best cams, porting the Cobra jet intake.
Oh man,
You know,
all of it.
yeah.
Throwing the sink at it.
This
Yes.
is a
Gotcha.
Actually.
pretty good question going back to the trade-in program. Is there any chance that there's going to be used blower kits for sale in the future with this trade-in?
That's we hit him.
Oh, did
And
you
we
hit
said
him?
maybe.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Maybe
We'll
we're
see.
looking at a refurbished blower program, but we'll have to see what we get for trade-ins. I mean, people could just send they might just want the 500 off for sending in the broken blowers.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, it's all good. I'm sure other people are listening wanting to hear the same thing. Anthony says, what's the availability of the Gen 3 for his 1450 or the weight? Excited to get one. I've seen a few ship out already, right?
So
Just a few?
yeah, just a few.
We had pre-orders, so we're definitely...
And if he's got a 5.0, he probably needs a full kit.
Yeah?
So luckily we worked that out and we kind of teased about it, but it'll be live on the website for the next show.
Okay.
We'll have the Gen 3 kits for the 5.0 Stage 3 Gen 3. And we'll have those all put together.
Man, I have a 1450 F-150, and I think a Gen 3 is just going to blow it up. That stock
You'll
motor.
go really fast before you do.
Yeah, it'll make power once or twice. I don't know. I said that about Track
Make it to
Attack making
1,000.
1,000.
1,000 foot, not
Ah,
1,000
it's-
horsepower,
yeah.
sorry.
I mean, if we can make it to 1,000 foot with a turned up truck, you're probably
coast.
still coasting to a high 10.
I coasted to an 880
Yeah.
on the 8th.
And there you go. What else we got? What's the weight difference? Steven wants to know the weight difference between Gen 2 and Gen 3, and how does it translate to efficiency?
We've talked about this before. Do you know that?
I know there's a difference in weight because I'm having to lift them out from underneath the hood.
I think it's about 5 to 8 pounds heavier. It's a bigger rotor set, bigger case.
Yeah.
So as far as how that translates to efficiency, it flows more air.
A lot. Lance said thanks. Tony, I already forgot what we responded to him on, but you're welcome, buddy.
Alan Howard's got a question for Rebecca.
I saw that.
My goals for this race season, same goals as always, go faster. I know that's not real specific. I want both cars to be in the 7s for the old car and in the high 4s for the new car.
Okay. John says Gen 3 for a daily driver, gas mileage. I don't know about your gas mileage. I mean, your truck doesn't actually do that bad, does it? What's your truck get? Doesn't have a Gen 3 on it at the moment, but your supercharged F-150,
I did well with the jump.
you get like 18 around town, right?
18?
And you're not always nice to it. Like I heard you leave and get a little rubber the other day.
It's hard not to.
Yeah, my mom did too.
And yeah,
And the Gen 3 got better gas mileage on the truck.
Yeah.
well that makes sense because we can pull you up by like 3 sizes.
5 sizes.
Five?
Yeah.
That's the new number?
79, 82, 85. Yeah, actually 75. Yeah, about 4 to 5 sizes up.
Wow. Okay, so you can go 4 to 5 sizes up, still be making roughly the same power. We're spinning the blower slower, and we're not taking as much draw off the crank. So going to Gen 3 isn't going to hurt your mileage. It might help a little. Plus, we're going to have cooler IATs. So no cons there.
You guys want to swap to Justin Young's video? Talk about that?
Oh, yeah. That gorgeous white GT500 I've been working on. Oh, we got a full-blown video. I haven't even seen this. Oh, those are my legs, though. I saw my shoes.
Shiny things. Shiny things.
That's right.
The car is a good-looking car.
So Justin Young's car is like getting all kinds of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Clutch.
I just did a clutch while Mike was doing rear gears.
Yeah, actually, you'll see the gears and such being put in as well.
Man, you see how quick I got that transmission out? That's like 28 seconds.
Center Force clutch.
Yep.
Justin Young's got a good relationship with Center Force, so we're running one of their clutches. DFX.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, did all of it. It comes with everything. Pilot.
And candy.
It did come with candy. It
Strangely
yeah.
enough.
It came packaged with candy, basically as like the paper filler they would normally put around the inside of a package. No, they just fill it with candy.
It's actually
And
pretty
then-
good candy.
Had to put some street tires on it so we can get some accurate dyno numbers. Oh no, that's the video for him doing the gears. But either way, those tires didn't go back on.
So let's get to the dyno stuff. That's the exciting part. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Ported Trinity. Now, that's not just any Trinity, is it?
the way you're looking at me and the way you just asked that question, I'm going to go ahead and say no. No, it isn't, Justin.
It's a loaded question. just in case you're not sure, I'm going to go ahead and give you the idea.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Well, go ahead. What's special about that Trinity?
It's been ported.
Okay.
So, along the lines of our Gen 2R, it's max effort.
Okay.
I mean, they did a really nice job. You can't even tell, like from the
No,
outside.
it looks great. It looks like a stock blower. You see this nasty built car, and it's like a stock blower on top. What?
Well, it's pretty nasty. It made 860 something rear wheel horsepower.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's impressive. What fuel was he on?
E85.
Okay.
Yeah. So the car made 860 rear wheel horsepower, and didn't you put a Gen 3 on it earlier? Are you
I
done
did.
with that yet?
No. See, since I have Gen 3 is bolted down, EGR is hooked back up, belt's back on it, everything's back in place, but I didn't put the throttle body and the cold air on because since Justin Young has 4GT valve covers, it puts the PCV in the back right underneath where our
So it complicates things a little
evap
bit.
is.
Yeah,
so
okay.
It's a little complicated,
Well,
but I'll have it done.
It's going back on the dyno at 2 o'clock tomorrow.
I'll have it done by the time you get here.
With a VMP Gen3, 173 millimeter throttle body. Play with a couple different pulley sizes. Get the, yeah, see what she makes.
So he was at 860 before. What are you anticipating? I know what I'm anticipating. I want to hear what you're anticipating though.
Well, the last GT500 went from like
That's where I was.
930 to like 1025. So about 100 rear wheel horsepower. This one doesn't make as much to start with because it doesn't have ported heads. It's a little bit more of a budget build.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit higher compression because the other GT500 was kind of a nitrous motor.
Yeah.
So it was really built to make that 1275 number with the nitrous. But we'll get to see what it picks up tomorrow. But I mean the history of the Gen 3 picking up drastically is pretty strong.
Yeah. I got some on Facebook real quick. Mike wants to know if you're foot braking your car doing a 1.4 60 foot.
No, 1.14.
Oh, 1.14, excuse me. Sorry.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
freaking. I was doing 1.4.
Wow.
Even
When
1.2.
you're
But now it's got a trans brake.
Oh, yeah.
The thing's magic.
Dwayne wants to know what boost will Justin's car be on tomorrow?
Dwayne, we will measure it and find out. The last GT500 was about 21 pounds, but it had different cams and it just kind of made a totally different boost curve.
Andrew Johnston, which we've played with his car a bunch before. I've met up with him at a bunch of events. He wants to know when Cobra Gen3 pre-order starts.
Probably once we have the initial dyno numbers, we'll start taking pre-orders.
Okay. Juan says, can you guys Coyote swap a Camaro or a Corvette? Why wouldn't you pick something better looking if you're going to put a Coyote in it?
Oh, man.
Coyote swapped the world.
Yeah.
Are you going up or down on questions?
I'm
Donnie?
scrolling down, so I don't know which way.
So, John Bailey, Gen 3, can I go 10s on an automatic 2011? Yes. You can also go 10s with a Gen 2R. I would say more like 9s with a Gen 3. I mean, not to overpromise too much, but auto plus Gen 3, little E85 in the mix, would be nasty. Alan, no trade-in program on the 03 Cobra blower, I don't think. I mean, those things have got great resale value, so I would get your money out of it on the used market. What do we got next? Donald, we're diligently working on the F-150 kits, so it's just going to end up being where we launch the Gen 2R and the Gen 3 version at the same time. James Lamp, good question. Will our new monoblade fit the Gen 2 blower and therefore the Gen 2R? Yes, we have adapter plates for that. We talked a little bit about that in an another version of the Burnout Box. But they're here on the shelf. I think we just got to get them on the website.
Luke is checking in from Joliet where there's still snow on the ground. What is it outside right now? Like solid 78? Probably gonna drive home with my windows down. Sorry, Luke.
I have a few things here on YouTube if you want me to hit on them.
I think go for it.
Einar says, isn't NHRA only running 1,000 foot in top fuel and funny cars? When I talked about standard, I meant what the ET means to the public and knowing what a good time is.
I mean, 8th mile racing is pretty popular these days.
Yeah, I mean, quarter mile's always, I shouldn't say always, I don't know what the future's going to bring, but an 8 is going to be an 8 in the quarter mile forever. I think it's nice to have both benchmarks. I think the 8th mile is becoming more and more relevant. But like I said, the new car will do some exhibition as a quarter mile car, but primarily being built for 8th mile.
Around OCNJ says, how about 500 wheel horsepower on the 2018? What'll it take?
Around 500 horsepower in the 2018. Ooh. We're working on a project like that right now. And I think there'll be a lot of transparency in that project. There's a couple of them out there, 500 rear wheel horsepower NA, but you know, I don't know. So
You know, I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of racing secrets and racing lies, as somebody I know says. So, I mean, and I guess what I mean by that is, can you truly do 500 rear wheel horsepower NA with off-the-shelf parts, off-the-shelf fuel, off-the-shelf tuning? That's what we're going to prove.
Okay.
Killian says that's a 2012 GT500 that made 800 wheel horsepower have twin or triple disc mantic clutch.
Ooh, good question. Tell them what you put in it.
I put a used McLeod twin disc.
Yeah, RXT.
RXT? Yeah. RXT.
That sucker was used. It was laying around the shop.
Yeah, I was just laying. Literally, I remember, shoot, when I started almost a year ago, cleaning the shop, being like, twin disc clutch off of, and literally the box said twin disc clutch off of question mark.
Oh, man.
And I pulled it out of that exact same box to put it in.
So maybe we'll upgrade to a Mantic when we make 1,000 rear wheel horsepower and the other one doesn't hold anymore.
So we are going for the magic number
I
that
don't
you
know.
didn't answer earlier, but yes, we are going for the magic number. All right, good to know.
Marcus says that he runs center force on his 07 GT500 Super Snake with Ford Racing TVS. He loves the clutch, and he doesn't have much chatter at all.
It's good to hear.
Yeah, I love the Mantic. The Mantic and Track Attack, awesome, drives like a stock clutch. I know Rebecca doesn't quite share the same opinion I have. She says they feel a little, I don't know what you say.
No, it's not that. I think it's a great clutch.
No, I know you never say anything bad about them, but I think it feels exactly like stock, and that's where you'll argue with me.
I feel the engagement just differently.
Okay.
Leviathan says, are there currently any engine builders that can build a 427 that utilizes the Coyote platform? And there's a rumor that Ford might bring back the 427 that will have the same dual overhead cams as the Coyote platform.
Sounds fun.
Sounds fun, yeah. Well, I think MMR's got a tall deck block that like supports 400 cubic inches.
Oh, okay.
400 plus. I mean, is it 427?
I don't know off the top of my head.
I don't know.
Marcus wants to know if you, Justin, would personally tune his car.
We'll talk offline, Marcus. So we got some great tuners at VMP. But yeah, just shoot me an email. We'll talk offline.
Einer says, how much gain did you see on the GT350 with a tune, 93 octane, torque, and horsepower?
About 20 rear wheel horsepower and about 10 to 15 rear wheel torque. It's a nice little bump in the feel of the car.
Wild Soul says, has a 2012 manual stock gears with headers, Cobra Jet VMP 67 throttle body, 47 injectors, and PMAS intake. What else can he do to make more power but stay naturally aspirated?
Depends on how far he wants to go with it.
You got any more?
Dylan says, what would be the ideal pulley size for a 12 GT500 with a 3.4 Whipple? Car has long tubes, 1050X injectors, and a booster pump. Stock motor on pump gas.
Oh, that's kind of a tough one. I mean, so the 3.4 Whipple is larger displacement, so it takes less pulley to make the same boost. So you run a much larger pulley. I mean, I'd say like a 3 or 3 1/4, I think is probably like a 3 1/4 is pump gas numbers, pump gas boost numbers. You want to be around 18 to 20 pounds.
That's all I have.
That's all you got? We got a few over on the
I'll jump
Facebook.
back on Facebook.
Root Beer says he thinks we want to go home.
You want to grab Mike's question, Becca?
Mike Roberts asked if we still have our GT350. We don't.
We don't. I was scrolling through my picture gallery the other day, and I saw the picture I took right before it left on Thanksgiving.
It did leave
Yeah.
on Thanksgiving.
Yep.
We were building a race car the
We
year
were.
that Thanksgiving, the race car ruined Thanksgiving.
Didn't ruin Thanksgiving. You guys went to lunch. I had Thanksgiving lunch. Then we worked on race cars all day. It was a good time. We got the 18 Mustang. It was a good day.
Luke
wasn't
answered
really.
the question almost as you were getting to it. So we got a statement from Rodrigo. That's awesome. Larry Doran's got a question. Will the Mantic twin disc hold the build, or does he need to go triple? That's one for you, Donnie.
Larry is the one that's in the shop right now that we're putting together his L&M block as we speak. But yeah, Mantic will hold.
Carlos Pliego got a question. If you go to a Gen 3, Carlos, an 85 millimeter to make the same boost, and we're coming out with some 88 millimeter pulleys, and we're going to test an even bigger pulley just to make sure we have everything covered boost-wise. Luke, I think you're of the same, or Rebecca, I think you're the same thought as Luke.
Yeah, I can't wait to see you go 7s too.
Yeah.
Everyone will know.
We got any more questions on YouTube?
On the tube.
Einar says, does a 350 GT tune run stock RPM or higher? How high did you go up with the rev limit in testing?
So for everybody that doesn't own a GT350, the stock rev limiter is 8250. It's up there. We went to 85 on our car and Seemed to have no problem. Drove it that way for 10,000 miles.
I wish I could have heard. I wish I would have had the chance to hear it.
I
So
think
I only drove that car with the
Yeah.
slipping clutch,
everybody that drove it, they like shifted at like 65 or 7.
just because that's normal.
Yeah.
Where we're thinking we should shift.
Yeah, you just have to remind people, shift at 8.
Not an easy thing to pick up. I think we've hit them all.
Mike's got a little more question on
Oh.
GT350s. Just basically, you could do a cold air kit, but the factory one's pretty decent. Shifters, exhausts, but we never really did anything crazy. I know there's some cams finally coming out for the car, but really that's about it. Bolt-ons. Ryan Dillon, how much does the VMP kit run? You're looking at $62.99 currently, and there's a little bit of a change in the lineup coming, so just keep an eye out on our website for the changes next week.
And do you want to flash up the picture of our new T-shirt, since now we have supporting pictures and stuff? Earlier today, or when did media release your new GT500 shirt?
I think it was yesterday.
Yesterday, you guys did.
Like
I thought it was pretty sweet.
Yeah, just something we came up with real quick. One of our Facebook followers got us an awesome picture. Had the right color combo as far as something that would pop on a gray T-shirt.
Yeah, looks good.
It's got the Gen 3 logo up at the top.
Some cool racing stripes on it.
So that's where people are going to be arguing on color combo if we pick the right GT500 color.
They already
combo.
are.
I'm sure they already
okay.
are.
It's okay.
We were talking about like an alternative color combo for the next batch of shirts.
If you change up color combo, then you're going to have people like fighting for which one.
So if we do a Cobra one, what's the right color?
Ooh, for the Cobras. I think we should do it. So you guys need to chime in on this. I thought we should do a Cobra shirt and get like the front of the car on the front with our iconic Cobra bumper with the fog lights in it, and then do the rear end of the Cobra with like some
So-
325s on it.
Yeah, I'll probably be doing another Facebook post on that, and we'll probably be looking at some images, kind of like what we did for this GT500, and see what we think will go, and get our ideas based off that.
So
Look for Carrie's post.
if you guys think it's cool, make sure you're commenting on it, sharing it, whatever. So it's the only way they'll make the shirt.
Marcus is asking.
If nobody's commenting saying it's a good idea.
Marcus is asking, can they be bought now, the shirts? Yes, the GT500 shirts can be bought. They're pre-ordered on our website at this point. They will be here, what, in 3 weeks, Justin?
Yeah, about 2 to 3 weeks.
About 2 to 3 weeks, they'll be here. So
We'll have them for Shelby Fest.
just in time for Shelby Fest, but if you order them on the website as well, we can go ahead and get your pre-order and ship it out when they get here.
Couple other.
Chris Longley said Mr. Chrome. I agree.
Yeah, I know
I
we
do-
got
I
all
think
the
that would be awesome.
we got all the questions here. We'll run through this real quick, and then I think that's a wrap on the show.
You want to end it with my runs from Texas?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, we have video we can show.
No, just at the end.
Oh. Yeah, because pretty much all these are just what color we should do. Here's one important question. Alan Howard. Justin, what IAT differences have you seen between Gen 2 and Gen 3?
So the intercooler kind of captures a lot of the heat, and it makes it difficult to see huge differences, but we are seeing cooler temps.
Todd asked the same question about IATs. Phil McCracken says we need a Coyote Swap Evan t-shirt. I'm glad you're as enthusiastic as I am about that project, Phil. Like you help me every day when I read your comments.
Keeping your head above water.
Yeah.
Yeah, keeping it floating.
Keeping him coming to work every day.
Anthony says he needs a care package sent out soon because his weather's breaking there in Jersey. He wants a
man.
Gen 3 kit coming up soon.
Everything's on the website.
Yeah, man.
Open up your, get out your credit card and click away.
Mitchell Page said special guest.
He's the only one that thinks I'm special.
Todd Carlson, Gen 2 to Gen 3 at the same boost level. Yes.
No,
AIT.
it was the same.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
it.
okay.
Todd asked pretty much the same thing right after Alan, just about your
They were
IATs.
thinking the same.
Yeah, unless you got any on the YouTube
Huh?
over there,
I do have a few.
hit them real quick.
Yep. Jesus Christ wants to know, have you had a favorite Coyote swap car that you guys have seen that you have tuned? A Fox Body or New Edge or SN95?
Man, at this point, we've seen them all.
We didn't tune it, but that 96 Mystic at
Yeah.
Texas 2K, that was Coyote swap, and then he had Mystic painted the coil covers and the intake manifold. It was slick looking. And the guy drove it like 1,200 miles
Yeah.
to get to Texas 2K, which just makes the car that much cooler.
Yeah, his was awesome. And then I really love Power by the Hours SN95 Coyote swap car.
They'll be on the show Tuesday, on Tuning Tuesday.
Oh, Power by the Hour's coming up?
Yep.
Yep.
Yep, Frank will be here.
Sweet.
Talk about Coyote swaps.
All right, Justin, what about you? Coyote swap.
Come on, we
What
can.
have
We
you
can.
seen?
Oh, an old Mustang with a Coyote, and that
An
one.
old one?
Yeah, that one we had here, like that
68.
The
68
68.
fastback.
Oh, that
Okay.
68 was clean.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, but it was a little crazy.
That car was crazy,
It was a little crazy.
but it's not the car's fault.
No. Slab Shack said ATI or Innovators West, 10% lower 2014 GT500.
ATI.
Okay. Blake says when drivability is referred to twin 67 versus new 167 monoblade, what is the difference?
It really comes down to the setup. You know, if you need that throttle body, you're probably making a lot of power, and having a little bit touchier throttle, you're probably not going to notice. When you have like aftermarket cams and a lot of exhaust work and stuff, it softens up the motor down low, so the bigger throttle bodies, you don't even notice them.
Mashari wants to know, will we offer the Gen 3 on the F-150 2011 to 17?
Yes.
Let's see here.
I'll hit the 3 Facebook ones real quick. Corey said, are we going to make it to NMRA this weekend? Unfortunately, no. We will not be in Atlanta. Luke says he wants a Coyote swap Evan towing a Coyote swap Cobra R. I'll compromise. You can Coyote swap a Cobra R if I get my Coyote swap Evan. There you go. Donald wanted to know about your trade-in program for getting a Gen 3. He has a Gen 2 on his 5.0.
Yeah,
we were
$1,000
talking about those numbers. $1,000? You got a good Gen 2? Send it to us. We'll give you $1,000 off that Gen 3.
Jeff says, how much timing retard do you see in a first and second gear in TRQ management on 6R80?
It doesn't quite. It's you're gonna see torque reduction on shifts mostly. It can go as low as -5 degrees, but it's not necessarily constant during the whole gear. It's more on a gear change.
Einar says, is the Australian intercooler that Alex has better than the one that comes with the Gen 2 or 3 kits, Gen 2R or 3 kits? Will it possibly come standard in the kits?
We're looking at testing that, but it is a very nice but very expensive upgrade.
Yeah.
And all of my runs have been done on what comes with our kit.
Nick says, where are the GT350 cams from, and did you like the GT350?
It was awesome. They're from L&M.
And Nick says, Cobra a snake with beer.
Let's take this last one from
So
Chris.
that's all I have.
And then show some video, and then we'll wrap it up. Chris, you will be able to use those. The Gen 3 will need the GT500 throttle body more than ever to make big power, but you can use the AccuFab if you want at lower power levels.
All right. I know we didn't have some supporting video earlier, but now that we do, Rebecca, real quick recap. We were in Texas 2 weeks ago. Car ran awesome. What'd you do?
4 8-1s in a row. Oh, and you're gonna see the brand new wrap.
Oh, yeah, and we got a new paint. Oh, I was about to say new paint job, new wrap job.
Yeah, and borrowed wheels from Mitchell Page again. Thank you, and new stickers from HP Tuners because they are doing an awesome job supporting me. So a lot to see in a short 8.1 seconds.
Yeah, where did we get this like pro video? Was this like the
this is
Tracks
theirs.
live
This is
stream?
theirs.
Oh, nice.
Live stream. Chris, help me out.
There's the MVP Mustang. Oh, car ain't good.
Well,
And there
Oh,
it is
yeah.
with the
There's
wrap. Wrap, carbon fiber hood. You can't see the carbon fiber trunk deck lid, but that's brand new too.
Yep.
Car looks pretty.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well,
And it's sparkly, the pink is, and the white, so.
You can kind of see it in the HP tuners back
Yeah.
there. I guess we're back to live. I keep looking at this TV screen. We gotta pay attention to that TV screen. That's what's actually happening.
so subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our Facebook page, share it with your friends. We'll see you next week.
Sounds about it.